can you say some of these good things? You know, any government, and you know yours, how many promises of freebies have been made in state elections, forget central elections. Here, the drawing board is very clear, the blueprint is very clear that we're not buying our way into votes. We're going to do what India needs at this moment, which is investment in capital expenditure, investments in infrastructure projects, and focus schemes for focus sections of the society. Sanjay Jha, can you find it within yourself that they've played to the script despite the temptation of an election coming up?
Navika, 2 points here. I believe the role of any government is to actually build its future. And its future is going to be dependent on its youth. I look at today's headline item and it's disconcerting for everyone. And this is not a political point. This is a business paper that tells us all that IT campus hiring has tumbled to a 2-decade low, which means only 10% of software engineers will get a job. I think when the young don't get a job, it's the death of a dream of a nation. And, you know, I want to link it to what was being argued earlier on your program. The investments aren't paying off. You know, Nirmala Sitharaman announced in 2019, 1,45,000 crore tax cut for investment and jobs. In 5 years, India has foregone earnings, the Indian government, of 7,50,000 crores. Can you imagine how much money has been given away? For that, I want to ask a question to the finance minister and to the Prime Minister of India. Where are my jobs? Where is my private investment? And if they are not happening, shouldn't you have actually reduced or brought back the tax that you had earlier? There is no courage in this government. This is a government of the 1%.
Please quote the paper that you're reading from, because Anand Ranganathan is counting you from another paper. So please, would you want to?
Yeah, which paper is it? Can you tell us the source?
No, you're not telling us. Okay, he's conceding.
Times of India.
Okay.
Veena Parmar.
Times of India.
From Bengaluru. Yeah.
So Times of India, what does Times of India say?
Good news, exclamation mark. India inks hiring sentiment for New Year likely to be highest amongst 41 countries. Employers in India most bullish globally on hiring in 2024 survey. Jobs in India. Corporate India's hiring sentiment highest in the world. ये क्या चल रहा है यहाँ पे?
Sanju Verma has a hand up.
I'm tired. I'm not going to fact check anymore. You pay me for this.
मुझे भी थोड़ा बोलने का मौका
pay me for this.
No,
Mysore Park or some chola bhatura. I mean, I'm doing it for free.
Steamed chola bhatura coming up, but Sanju Verma.
Thank you. You know, Navika, I've written exhaustive articles in First Post on this issue of unemployment. I just want to say a couple of things. In financial year 2017-18, unemployment rate was 6.1%. In FY23, that stands reduced to 3.2%. And it stands reduced to 3.2%. Can I please? You know, this is unfair.
5.2% है वो कम हुआ है.
Please, Sanjit Bose, you know, at least let her complete a sentence.
Can I please finish?
Sunday को मजे कर लो, सब unemployed है Sunday को.
Okay,
ठीक है.
Yes, Sanjit.
I will give you the data, Mr. Bose. You can rebut after that. Unemployment rate FY18 6.1%, FY19 5.8%, FY20 4.8%, FY21 4.2%, FY22 4.1%, FY23 3.2%, data given by NSSO. And as per Anand Ranganathan, he rightly said, the labor force participation rate of women has gone up to 37%. That was 18.7% in FY 2010-11. From 18.7% to 37% is almost a 98% jump. And a very important data point, which I'm sure the likes of Monica Halal, who sieves through numbers, will appreciate. You know, they say that every month, 1.7 million, as in 17 lakh people are getting added to the EPFO. I'm not even talking of ESIC data. And just bear with me, in post-independent India, the rural labor force participation rate stands at 61.7%, the highest that it has ever been in the last 7.5 decades. In short, we have been adding 1.3 crore jobs to the payrolls every single year. And let me tell you one very important thing.
Okay,
How
all right.
the economy grow
That's
at
too
7
much.
point-
That's too much information to process. So
let
so
us-
one by one.
Yeah.
Three
See,
short
okay,
points.
okay. Three
Are you
short
going
points.
or is
No, I am
senior
going three
economist
short
going?
points.
Okay, three short.
Firstly, madam, the figure of unemployment that you quoted from the same source, you please take a look. The headline unemployment figure is of the current weekly status. You are quoting from the principal and subsidiary status taken together. Yes, that has gone down to 3.2%. But the headline inflation rate from the same report is 5.2%. Unemployment rate is 5.2%. And it has, yes, it has come down. Why? That is the million-dollar question, which your EPFO figure doesn't address. The problem is that the expansion of employment that has taken place only in the self-employed informal category.
So that is not
So
allowed.
that's not
No, that's not allowed, and that's not called employment. That's not called employment, Monica Holland. No, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm short on time. I'm short on time. Closing comment.
अनएम्प्लॉयड नहीं है, पकौड़ा वाला बन रहा है. इससे मोदी जी का कमाल नहीं है.
Monica Holland.
मोदी जी का कमाल नहीं है.
Her name was taken.
EPFO data so people don't
Cut
work.
data so people don't work. 1 minute, gentlemen.
When we are disagreeing,
Gentlemen.
when we are disagreeing on so many things, I want to open a new battlefield, which is the thing of inequality. And I want to quote a number. So there is this whole debate on growth with increasing inequality. There is a number called the Gini coefficient, which measures income inequality. Where if it is-
Viewers don't. So let's not be fair.
I have not
be patronizing.
I have not quoted Gini.
Viewers,
She's told us. How many times is she going to tell us the same thing?
But Gini coefficient has
Mehrotra, let's just calm down.
What kind behavior is
She's
not
not addressing you, she's addressing the viewers
Yeah.
of Times Now, and she has the right to do it in the manner she wants
Yeah,
to.
please do.
Without
Repeat.
being interrupted every minute. It's called bad manners.
talk
In
inequality.
seven-
Yeah,
I have
let us
not
hear
even-
inequality.
I have not even mentioned the word Gini. I don't know where Professor heard it, but in anyhow, so if you have a Gini of 100 in a country, which means one person has all the income. If you have a Gini of 0, which means it's equally divided. The Indian Gini coefficient has been declining from 30.5 to 27.8 over a 5-year period. So in terms of inequality, we are seeing a reduction in the Gini coefficient, which is a universally accepted technical
Yes,
term.
but the naysayers will never agree. Naysayers will never agree. Give them whatever proof you want to, from election results to budgets.
बोलने दोगे नहीं,
Nobody will,
तो हम कहाँ से
nobody will
counter
ever believe
करेंगे?
you. All I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is simply this, that this was a stock-taking budget. This was a budget of just keeping it narrow and straight, and that's exactly what the finance minister has done. Well, if they come back to power, there's more that we could see happening in July. If not, there'll be a new formation and a totally new strategy. But which way is it going? We'll keep you posted, because elections are around the corner, and it's all heating up here on India's election news and budgets and politics headquarters. That's Times Now. Thank you very much for joining me on